It feels like it's just a lot of just light dating. Does anything ever actually happen, or is this all just sort of polite hellos and a couple of finger sandwiches? What's going to actually happen here?
Unfortunately, it's that. It's like when you have dinner with an ex-spouse because shouldn't we talk, you know? And so this is the
You
first
feel
get-together
obligated, but nothing's. You're like, why are we doing this?
That's right. Well, it has to start somewhere. It blew up in May. It's coming back together. That's good. If this week works okay, then they'll come back to Washington the following week or week after that. They don't have a big agenda. You know, they'll talk about agriculture, how many soybeans they'll buy, and they'll talk about Huawei and what sorts of Huawei products our government will allow our tech companies to supply them. And I think that'll probably be it. There's a new player. The new player is Zhongshan, the head of MOFCOM, the Ministry of Commerce, and he's a little tougher than Liu He, but it's good that they all get together. Biggest weakness we've had is that our team had so little China experience before this. They've been there now enough times that they're starting to get to know the place. I think that's a very good thing.
What exactly does the United States want? We know they want intellectual property protections, but is there anything even more specific than that the group can float out to the Chinese and say, listen, you give us this, and we can make a deal?
No. There was a deal in February, almost, and the basic parts of it have been well known for a long time, dealing with tariffs and intellectual property and property rights and things like that. The two hang-ups have been, number one, verification, which means our guys want to wander around China with clipboards checking on them. Their sovereignty won't allow that. I told our trade team in person that wasn't going to fly. The other thing we want that they won't give us is they want to go from being assemblers of iPhones to creators of branded global tech product like Huawei and ZTE. And they won't give that up because they don't want to assemble iPhones forever. Basically, they want to be treated like peers. And as I told Wilbur last time we visited, I said the thing China really wants out of this is they want you to offer them a seat at the adult table in the world conversation.
Is that going to happen? Do they deserve that table?
Well, they're as big as we are right now, and yes, they do deserve it, and that table might actually improve their behavior over time. But we're not going to give it to them because, as you said earlier, it isn't what America wants, it's what Mr. Trump wants. There's an election next November. This issue is just too tasty to let go. So he's got immigration and he's got we hate China. Politically, he can't possibly let this be solved.
Because think about it, John. If he makes a deal in the next 12 months, if he makes a deal, no matter how good or bad the deal is, let's say it's the best, it's the bigliest deal in the world, okay? All the Democrats, the leading candidates, are going to say, Trump caved on China. Look at all that tough talk, and he caved. They know that. He knows that.
True. It also, if that deal happens, he will no longer be able to rail against the Chinese and Huawei and the like, and so he loses a great campaign topic. So basically, it's not in anybody's interest here to solve this thing in the next 12 months. I think it's going to go into the next administration, and we're going to have every other week another exciting headline to look at. This week, though, will be get together, get acquainted again, bring the issues to the table, and announce something about trade and something about Huawei, and I think that's it. And that's enough for the first visit.